the main thing is they they will learn what it's like being out in the field. So when I was at EOG in the Barnett and EOG was growing, we started that office with 12 people that transferred over from Midland, and in 2 years we had 300 people, and that including new land staff that all came out of college, mostly came out of college. So what would happen is their first day working for EOG was in the broker's office, and they worked there for 6 months and did everything. They were just treated as a broker, as a landman that the broker ran, and they had to be out there for 6 months, and they didn't come in house until our broker said they're ready. And so what they were being trained to do is manage those expectations and see what comes from the workflow that comes from the main office to the brokerage office, and how it gets dispersed out into the field, and they can learn to check records, do some right away, go lease some guys, go with some guys to lease, and then go with some guys on some problem areas where go handle some complaints on people complaining about trucks running over running into their pasture or something like that, and learn how to deal with people. So it's really important for me because I had to do it the hard way. I think the hard way, but I think it's an invaluable lesson. And it's only 3 to 6 month time frame that can teach a young landman a lot about what it's like to be in the field. And you go meet some people too. And this business is all about relationships, And so I run into guys that have been on my crews all over the place that are now in-house landmen. And, there's always fun stories about, being out in the
Remember
field,
that
and,
time?
it's been, I think that's probably the main point is they just need to be out there, learn what it's like, because it's hard. These guys are away from their families for weeks at a time. They cut out as early on Friday as practically possible, and then they're back Sunday night and ready to get after it on Monday. It's hard.
I think the biggest takeaway from that is, once you go back in house, you understand what you're asking for, and you understand kind of what goes into that, whether it's you're having to go to the field and get in the courthouse and do the work, or if you're having to sit and plow through an online index for 10 hours a day to make sense of something. It always works better if you understand what it is what goes into what you're asking for. It's a big deal. It's what EOG did back in those days was fantastic. Some of the best landmen that I've worked with over the years have had that little bit of experience, and it doesn't take much. 3 to 6 months, you can gain a perspective of what goes into what you're asking for and what your counterparts on your brokerage team are doing. Over the years, we've done internship programs. Other brokers do that. And I think that's huge as well. Just giving us a junior in college for 3 months with the support of our client to work on one of their jobs and to allow us to help kind of train them and educate them on what being a field landman is and what we can and can't do and what's deliverable and how a good shop should be organized and run is critical in their development as a potential landman. So it's huge. And the clients that we've had the longest, best working relationships with have supported that. They'll encourage, interns at the energy management programs to intern with Dudley for a summer in their sophomore and junior year. And, they come to work with us, they work on that client's jobs. And then, the next year they're interviewing for in-house internships, and they call us all the time. Hey, how was this person to work with? They've got a pre-interview with us, and we can vouch for someone's work ethic, how they are with people. You see the best and the worst of people in those situations. And the clients that have supported that over the years have really had a lot of success. And and really brought in really qualified, good people that are great for the team and have a little bit of experience in the field. It's a plus.